your neck, gon' bust around. Throw one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now?
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Confidence is never a question when it comes to wide receivers, and these two are no different. It's Edelman's Patriots going up against Browns Steelers. And with that, we'll send you up to the north shore of Pittsburgh and Heinz Field by the Three Rivers as we headed over to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we say hi again, everybody. Brandon Gaudin here as we count down to kickoff. I turn to my partner, that's Charles Davis. And Charles, Larry pointed out in the open, we've got a pretty good matchup of wide receivers here this afternoon, don't we?
And those guys have such a big impact on the game nowadays. We know it's a throwing game, but the guys who can go up and get it, the guys who can break tackles after the catch and make bigger plays, oh yeah, they love spotlight as well. They want the football, they want the attention.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And we shift our attention to the Pittsburgh Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger, Charles, a man who could become the next 50,000-yard passer in the coming season. Would have had his fifth 4,000-yard individual season last year if it wasn't for the couple of games he missed.
I think his could start talking about, because we talk about being one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and there's really no doubt about that. But just him and Bell, year after year, putting up those kind of numbers and leading one of the best offenses in the league. Also, remember Big Ben as a younger quarterback, moving out of the pocket, taking the hit, shrugging them off. Now he's standing in the pocket and winning from there more and more. Going to enhance his career going forward.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. In 12 regular season games this last year for Bell, averaging over 150 yards from scrimmage. First 2 games in the playoffs were great, but, you know, getting injured in the final game probably leaves a bad taste in his mouth.
Leaves a bad taste, gives him fuel for the next season, though, because, remember, for the last few years, he hasn't been able to play a full season for various reasons. Now, going into next year, imagine those numbers over a 16-game season and heading into the playoffs. Le'Veon Bell can set new records.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll get up. Call it a game, and it gets him down.
But we always head down and distance offenses to well, too. It looks wide open about anything. A lot of caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to it.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. This is Cole. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down. Brown finishing 216 with over 1,200 yards. You know, people were expecting.
So what I made of it is that he started to get more help along the way. Jesse James developed at tight end. Once Le'Veon Bell got into the lineup, he started to catch passes out of the backfield and ate up a few numbers as well. So Big Ben had more targets to throw it to. That should help Antonio Brown going 2017 because he'll still be the primary guy. But when you get help, well, you can make bigger plays downfield. There's no doubt about it. That's best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a low-round draft pick, but you can't be a work ethic. Big Ben.
And Big Ben just never looked back. Now a first down carry by Bell. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays similar to that one.
Again, it's Bell. And a pretty manageable 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty. They brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
An extra corner on the New England here on 3rd down.
DB. Here's Berger. And James has it. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll run it now out of the gun. He will be way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the and goal. Here are the offensive starter. And 4.
Without a doubt, number 1 receiver, it doesn't matter how much he sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat him.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
2nd and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's New England defensively. Last year, the number 1 overall defense as far as points given up goes, and they've got a lot coming back in 2017.
Now, they certainly do, and let's go back to the Super Bowl. Trey Flowers, who was their leading sack guy in 2016, he had 7 in the regular season. He was against Atlanta. He's back. How about Dante Hightower at linebacker, 16? And then just move to the secondary. Devin, the guy who quarterbacks him back as safety, he's been to the Pro Bowl as a corner and as a free.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Spot now for the extra point. They're going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Play drive, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tom Brady brings out the New England Patriots. This is a man, Charles, who's going to turn 40 on August 3rd. We know what happened. Another Super Bowl ring for him. But up around that age of 40, that's where quarterbacks think, what he have.
He's actually moved the line even more, hasn't he? Remember we used to think 35? It was that time, and Tom Brady keeps moving it up. I think he's got plenty left because, number 1, he absolutely loves the game. He's lost none of that zest. His workout regimen, his diet, all those things put it together. He's flexible. He takes hits, and he keeps moving. It's absolutely unbelievable. I think he can win another Super Bowl or 2 before he retires, and I can't believe that he shouldn't be able.
Dion Lewis. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, 25 yards. Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. They defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end.
Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now.
Yeah, hoping to groove here this goal. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard yards. The pickup on the pitch and catch. And high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coach, didn't they?
They certainly, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really competitiveness? That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On second down, Roethlisberger. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll try and run for it with Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take the 8-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain. And this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings west of here. So they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much to get used to after you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
The Steelers getting here for this next possession. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every giving up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're in a game. You can't hit the reset button. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway. That's for
After reviewing the play, on the field is reversed.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Here come the Patriots again on offense, the Super Bowl champions, and boy, they have been able to do it a lot of times, Charles, with unsung heroes, haven't they? Look at the names that led them through the playoffs. Hogan, White, Lewis, guys you just wouldn't think of.
Yeah, Deion Lewis, a 5th-round pick, 3 touchdowns against Houston round. Chris Hogan, undrafted. He ends up having 180 yards in receptions, including 5 plays of 20 yards or more against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And how about James White, a 4th-round pick out of Wisconsin? Think about who he played behind while he was at Wisconsin, and he turns out to be would have been the MVP if it wasn't for Tom Brady.
And you mentioned James White at Wisconsin. He was behind who? Melvin Gordon and Monte Ball, right?
That's correct.
Pick up catch.
And next, I hate experience quizzes. No matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A tease. Quarter of 4. More from the Steel City. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession. Quarter number, they've got 2nd and 9 to start things out. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. Shotgun now for Brady. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just away. But things up 4th.
Not too many things of this magnitude, but I think it's any quarterback.
Obviously a great franchise quarterback. Threw it in. And then tied here in quarter number 2. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half-second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense. Your overall, now your defense make that stand up.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Was shed the Come in for the stop. The tally on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles, creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to make a great. What he takes away those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see it. And sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
It's a 5 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On the counter, here's Bell. Lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled. And
when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
His work ethic, you know, this guy's really honed out of him as things to move on.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. He's maybe going to get this back. That's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. That's caught at the 3. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Now Dion Lewis to return. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Okay, partners, New England comes out here to take the field offense. This is an interesting story, how they've been able to do year after year after year. Let's talk about NFL. It's kind of trends parity as you think of as names.
Changing New England. That's the offensive linemen change, receivers change, running backs change. We know the one constant is Tom Brady, and that's a huge deal for them. But to be able to do it in what you call the parity times, and you're exactly right, everyone's supposed to be pretty equal. New England's still a top 10 offense year in and year out. In 2016, they were number 4. And that helped them with a number 1 ranked defense as well.
Little lull here season. Kind of interesting. LA years ago they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to LA. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they back to Los Angeles.
Less culture shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition that still is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium, essentially. First share a stadium with, so that changes things. Obviously, trying to create an identity in the market they've been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played 1 season as such.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And yard line here and brought down there. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think it takes dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So on 4th left to kick it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that is much too long. That's into the end for a touchback. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches on. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the thrown well, and he's able to do that in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. So the offense looking at a 2nd. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose.
Timing's correct, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback, going that play, things going through his head, might have caused him to drop it.
Back added defensive. Look to this 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, punter Barry to kick it away. Back deep, Dilda for New Taking it about the 6. 39 punts, yards on the return. Will come this over. And now out come the Patriots. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? Shake things up.
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and few inches.
When you're a quarterback with fancy, you as he did on that play, he gets
Defense is so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that, I don't think that was his priority.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to it.
Brandon Cooks, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks, 47 yards. And once Patriots in front. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, get into
It's a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Executed.
Gostkowski for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and end of the zone. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. A touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers off a head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they
had to punt from inside their territory, which means position where there is a little distancy. The ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Brown, the lone left. First and it's Roethlisberger. It's got it. He's on jam midfield to the 49. So holding by the offense. You now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bold.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. James has got it. Complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective. That's why all you guys would tackler to the ball. He broke the luckily enough. They're him down.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or down. On second down, Roethlisberger. Over the complete. And they get him down to touch the 40-yard line. Now whistles could get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. It's Roethlisberger. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, together with the legs and this feet, doing a little toe tap.
But the grab by our crew. See the grass or on the turf, those roots flying up. Great catch. Now Roethlisberger looking left, and he's got it complete. He's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. First down for the offensive group. Now Roethlisberger on first down, surveying the field. This is Bell on the dump-off. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it, get him out in the mouth to make people miss an open field.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And quickly they get to the line. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the first and great footwork there, Charles. And he's probably thinking, though, man, that close to the end zone, I should have scored.
Grit when you're that close to the goal line. Let's go talk about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting? I can cross the tee as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
Ben to throw again. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jesse James in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all just about and still on the end.
Into the lockers here. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Dola on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And brought down. His time is now run out. Half of action.
And welcome to the EA Sport. Take a look back at the Steelers have a possession advantage, but it has not led them to taking control of the paid for. All right, let's do this. Steelers have on the catch over the middle, and it's caught for the score. Steelers up now by 7. Now 1st and 10. Lewis is able to get clear of everybody, and this run goes for a touchdown. We're tied back up at 7. 1st and 10. The pass is completed into tight coverage, and he'll end up picking up 13 yards on the play. The Steelers would later fumble away possession. Steelers have it on 2nd and 5. Roethlisberger's on point with the throw, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 18-yard line. Later on the drive, they'd stall out and settle for a field goal. Patriots lined up at the 48. Coverage breaks down here, and nobody can stop them on this long touchdown. They're now on top by 4. Final seconds in the first half. The quick pass and completion is made. After the short pass, he'll score, which takes the lead to 3. Let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action. Number 3. They will not get a chance to turn this through the end zone for a touchdown. The Patriots go now. Last time they intercepted, so this offense, they should be first.
To see what they decide to do with play calling, because I'll throw an intercept. A lot of people think next time out, run the football. Don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. Brady to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll go out of the 5-yard line. And that will shut it down.
Watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. First is Brady. Signed by Cook. Down, but before he gets into enemy territory.
Never make the mistake that the sliders, especially the little guys, are just a lot of quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Fresh set of downs here. First down is Brady. Let's brought down. The 10 moves the chains. Simple slant route, and Parter really back.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Going to lose yardage here.
Won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was high, and there was on the play.
And the offense moves in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Again, it's Lewis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard play. And it'll be and about
in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running sales, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something? They've got to be careful. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. Fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The New England defense geared to, they've had touchdowns in this last live. They really are.
Figure out how to tighten up, because no matter what they've done, whatever adjustments they've made, offense has been a step ahead of them. So they've got to figure it out. Usually, a sack of the quarterback can help change the momentum.
Maybe bring some pressure.
I think maybe a little bit of pressure would help them greatly.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They run with a fullback Nix. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll get and very short. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
All the points you just made there. And if you've stopped, you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So hands of those runners, moving it, keep grinding clock.
Back to the group with Bell. They're good enough to.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back to my analysis of him and what my grades were for, I thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick, but you ever saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he's taken down before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. Might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
10 now. Roethlisberger for the give to Bell. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a there, and now second down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Three receivers to the left, one to the right. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Finding time and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit good about how they've been throwing.
Here's Berger to throw. This is incomplete.
Holding offense.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to Pittsburgh. And this is a what kick? He got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Steelers defense getting ready here. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators, you liked when you heard those words. You did when you heard those words.
When they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that. To Lewis. And get this one, the 30-yard line. Gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Moves that here we go. First down. Brady. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. Second to the pass completion. Brady to throw on second down. Sets up the screen to Lewis. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Brady gives this one to Lewis. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes left key to everything. Defensive turn, the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on short of a first.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very high tested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these as we the fourth. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. So at the start of this game, it looked like the defense was wearing him down a little bit. Now you look at the numbers, that's kind of flipped.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. And his offensive line is really well. And the offensive line we talk to, when they have great runs, you don't have it. You can, but if you leave one free, runner will either make him miss through him. So don't worry about that. Don't you block some people and allow him to go to work.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that.
No doubt about it. Staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out in the pistol. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving, but you mistake. You did over, right? You're giving your defense because you're punting the ball, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now you got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, they're gained from it.
Toward the sideline and that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the side. Just see there.
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practicing, pick catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help the block. They're going to take 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball. They're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And to the right side here, it's down on the 37. They get centered.
It's evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And able to find Dorsey. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. That's what he just did.
Throwing in a front. It's a penny. And that's a New England first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move in. Line up there, in the slot, out wide. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They go play action here on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And now a 1st down following that. Brady again. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Gain of yards, and that'll goal.
I know most of the running backs, they can be a big part of the offense.
They come out here in the eye. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. Yeah, call.
False start, offense. Still second down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Again, it's Brady. And this is down. Brandon is down of the night. And the Patriots have moved out in front. And how about that giving us our 5th lead change of the game? It's been back and forth.
No doubt about it. And right now, they're ahead, but they can't relax at all because if we've had 5 lead changes, I'm kind of betting on a 6th.
Yeah, we might see a 6th. The point after try for Goskowski. It's up and good. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Goskowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touch. It comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw it out the window?
I think you are. As any back out there and go, it didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose again. You're going to take care of it, but careful about being cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his hat from down? But what he
sold the mistake.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
It's like that. You expect a first down there, just 1 yard.
30.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He's got time in the pocket. His throw, trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's 3rd down. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final win and win this football game. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Good 12 yards there. I
don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick pass tree, but that's really tuned it.
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they built to find him in this situation.
Time for a break. We'll come by in conclusion after this. So the Steelers is to reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the back to throw. Check that throw good for 4.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it overthrow. A 6'6".
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 5. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll look to throw. He comes it to Bryant. Gets the first down to 11. He's back to throw. And it's hauled in by Rodgers for a Steeler touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them. Way time on the clock for celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays with the Steelers finding the Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Lewis builds a 28-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Patriots. 30 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
offense still needing 10 yards. Down. Brady to throw. Oh, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position, all downfield and score. They got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next practice is going to be a whole lot of fun.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they've kind of got a situation here. Still 3 timeouts defensively, so maybe you try to run a play.
And if you do it as safe as possible. And I think maybe even quarterback sneak.
Now we're going to get a timeout called by the Patriots. So they've got 2 views here in the final stages. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Watch 81, fellas, watch 81. Watch 80.
They'll go again with Bell. And he is 30. A really nice 25 yards.
Funny that the guy carried the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a timeout on a use. Now whistles blow and the Patriots take another. Defense has to grab their breath. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Now hang on here. Timeout will be their and floppage here as the Patriots dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we rain throughout the entire game. But 2 teams, they had fun out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time, or you one of those who trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you guys got your notes laminated, because, you know, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.